Kobe Bryant,
Welcome to the Kobe Show. Take 2.
Kobe Bryant, 20 years in the NBA, 18 All-Stars.
Kobe Bryant was a world-renowned basketball superstar, as well as a devoted and passionate philanthropist and father. And while he was perhaps most recognized for his unparalleled professional NBA career, he was also an extremely active member in his community and gave money and support to many organizations worldwide. On January 26, 2020, the world lost this beloved NBA All-Star, loving husband, and caring father in a helicopter crash near Calabasas, California. It's been confirmed Kobe's 13-year-old daughter, Gianna, also passed away in the helicopter crash. During this difficult time, our thoughts are with everyone who lost their lives on January 26th, and of course with their friends and family as well. While the world mourns this tragic loss, Kobe's victories, both on and off the basketball court, live on through the passing of time. His contributions to the greater good remain alive indefinitely. So let's take a look at some of Kobe Bryant's greatest accomplishments on and off the court. We'll start with what he was known for best, his professional basketball career. Kobe Bryant was born August 23, 1978 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. For much of his early life, however, his family lived in Italy, where Kobe learned to speak fluent Italian. Basketball was in his family, and he developed a love for the sport, taking after his father, Joe Bryant, a former NBA player. From a young age, he loved basketball, discovering an affinity for the sport at the tender age of 3, when he developed a love for none other than the Los Angeles Lakers, which was, unbeknownst to him, the very team he would play on for the entirety of his basketball career. He was noticed by recruiters when he was still in high school and played in his first NBA All-Star game when he was just 19 years old. At this age, he averaged 7.6 points in 15 minutes off the bench per game, statistics that promised unparalleled success and an electrifying career. He joined the Los Angeles Lakers in 1996 directly out of high school. With Phil Jackson as his coach and Hall of Fame center Shaquille O'Neal as his teammate, Kobe Bryant joined a supremely talented and legendary team, one of the best NBA teams in the country. He led the Lakers to 3 consecutive NBA championships with many legendary and unforgettable performances along the way. Kobe Bryant was titled MVP All-Star 4 times throughout his career, in 2002, 2007, 2009, and again in 2011, for his consistently outstanding performance with the LA Lakers. One such notable performance was January 22, 2006, when the Lakers played the Toronto Raptors. In this legendary match, Kobe scored a whopping 81 points, holding the record for a second highest amount of points individually scored in a single match, coming in second to Wilt Chamberlain, who scored 100 points in a single game in 1962. In the final game of his career in 2016, he scored 60 points, 23 of which being in the fourth quarter. After a brilliant and intense career with the NBA, he gave a very in-character goodbye to his professional basketball career, famously saying, "Mamba out," in his farewell speech. In 2008 and 2012, Kobe Bryant won the Olympic gold medals as the leader of the U.S. Olympic team. Kobe said this accomplishment was even bigger for him than anything he'd done in the NBA. In an interview with NBC Sports' Chris Collinsworth, Bryant described the experience he had when he received his Olympic USA team jersey for the first time. "I just held it there, and I laid it out across my bed. I just stared at it for a few minutes, just because as a kid growing up, this is the ultimate in basketball." It's pretty common for professional athletes to experience some form of injury during their sporting career. And with a player as dedicated and hardworking as Kobe, it's only natural he'd suffer some physical setbacks along the way. However, these didn't stop him from pursuing his love of basketball to the fullest. Throughout his basketball career, Kobe suffered a number of serious injuries, from torn wrists to sprained ankles. Some of his injuries were considered by professionals to be career-ending. Most notably was the tearing of his Achilles tendon in April of 2013. This injury was deemed by many as career-ending, but Kobe healed quickly and returned to the courts, playing for 3 more years after that injury. He was nothing if not incredibly determined, and his consistency of resilience demonstrated his passion and obsession for basketball, even in the most trying times. In a poem titled Dear Basketball, Kobe wrote in 2015, he describes falling in love with the game at a very young age, writing, "I fell in love with you, a love so deep I gave you my all, from my mind and body to my spirit and soul." This poetic account of his life's passion remains true throughout his career and could be seen in virtually every professional, personal, and philanthropic avenue he pursued. Through all the twists and turns of Kobe Bryant's career, his wife Vanessa has been a paramount figure in his life. Though the couple had been through some dark times, almost filing for divorce in 2011, they eventually reconciled and were happily together up until the day Kobe and his daughter's life were tragically cut short. Vanessa Lane and Kobe Bryant met on the set of a music video in 1999. The two had an instant spark, and they were married soon after their initial meeting when Vanessa turned 18. Kobe was in his mid-20s when he met Vanessa, and he would frequently drive his Mercedes-Benz to her school to meet her after class, sometimes bringing her flowers. Initially, some family members warned of the potential career altercations that can result from a marriage too young. Nobody wanted Kobe to sacrifice the potential success of his career, but Kobe and Vanessa were ready to tie the knot, and a marriage certainly didn't stop Kobe's lifetime of a record-breaking NBA career and off-the-court achievements. They had their first daughter, Natalia, in 2013, and in 2006 welcomed their second daughter, Gianna, into the world. If anything, having a family greatly enhanced his life, as his 4 daughters, Natalia, Gianna, Bianca, and Capri, were the most important people in both Vanessa and Kobe's lives. Gianna was showing signs of a promising career in basketball herself, potentially following after her father's footsteps and becoming a prominent figure in the WNBA. Kobe Bryant was an avid supporter of many charities, including the Make-A-Wish Foundation, where he personally met with over 100 kids in the span of his career. He would even invite them to his basketball games, passing on the determination and dedication to the younger generations looking up to him. Kobe donated to LeBron James's I Promise School and supported Lamar Odom's foundation, Kathy's Kids. This foundation helped underprivileged inner-city youth in New York and Los Angeles. Kobe personally contributed over $1 million to the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture. Kobe promoted the museum its opening day in a tweet saying, "Go see this museum. There is no greater testament to this country than the stories in this building." Kobe Bryant also donated to international causes, developing the Kobe Bryant China Fund in 2009, which raised money for sports programs in the Republic of China. He also became an avid spokesperson for AIDS Still Required, which raised awareness for communities suffering from the aftermath of recent wars. In 2018, Kobe won an Oscar for his animated short, Dear Basketball, which was a visually stunning testament of his love for the game closest to his heart. In his Oscar acceptance speech, he said, "To my wife, Vanessa, and our daughters, Ti amo con tutto il cuore. I love you with all my heart. You are my inspiration." This work ethic was notable on and off the court, as his never-ending support of charities and non-for-profits continued throughout his career. It seemed he was always looking for new ways to help. Following the recent events of January 26th, Decker Jeter, former basketball executive and friend to the NBA All-Star, gave a personal and touching account of how he knew Kobe best, as a father. In the piece for the Players Tribune, Decker writes, "All I ever needed to know about Kobe Bryant was this, that throughout our friendship, the most meaningful conversations we had, they were always about family. He cared much more about being a husband to Vanessa and a dad to his girls. He loved his family. He was his family." Tiger Woods paid his respects as well, saying of Kobe that he paid attention to the details, the little things, better than probably any other player in NBA history. Throughout his career, Kobe wrote often, publishing his book, The Mamba Mentality, How I Play, in 2018. In addition to that book, which detailed his approach to basketball, Kobe was also interested in children's fiction and young adult literature. He teamed up with author Wesley King to make the Wizenard series, a book series which combines fantasy and sports. Kobe said the aim of such books was to create this new kind of genre for readers who are generally reluctant readers or ones who can't sit still. These are the books for them. Kobe's passion for inspiring children was one of many steadfast qualities of this NBA superstar. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver also wrote a touching tribute to the NBA All-Star and his unforgettable impact on the world of sports. For 20 seasons, Kobe showed us what is possible when remarkable talent blends with an absolute devotion to winning. He was one of the most extraordinary players in the history of our game, with accomplishments that are legendary. But he will be remembered most for his inspiring people around the world to pick up a basketball and compete to the very best of their abilities. Countless other celebrities and friends of the Bryants have given their condolences and paid their tributes, and it seems evident support from friends, family, and fans from around the world will continue to pour in as people everywhere mourn the loss of this international hero. What we know so far is that both Kobe and his 13-year-old daughter Gianna passed away in the crash, as well as Orange Coast baseball coach John Altobelli, his wife Carrie, and his daughter Alyssa, who was also Gianna's teammate. Christina Mauser, Sarah Chester, and her daughter Peyton passed as well, also all active and beloved members of the local sports community. We can remember Kobe, Gianna, and the rest of the people who lost their lives by remembering their legacy, the people they touched, and the unforgettable impact they've had on the world today, tomorrow, and for many, many years to come.
I want you to stay relentless. The Black Mamba, you take us.
I got
okay?
you.
I have decided to skip college and take my talent to the NBA.
Kobe Bryant, 20 years in the NBA, 18 All-Stars.
I've been playing the NBA more than half my life.
I couldn't be more proud of you than if you were my own son.
After you fake the ball, where else you gonna
You
go?
left your feet.
Yeah, but where else you gonna go?
In the game, I go for you.
I spun all the way around.
I go for these ribs right here.
Right.